Hi, so I guess we are live. Welcome, Giorgio, from Frantoio Franci in Italy. You're coming from us from Italy. We're so happy to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. Please excuse me, the mask.
Sure.
This is my face.
Yes.
But I have
we need to be safe for sure. Yes, yeah. I'm in my house, so I'm safe. Yeah. So we're happy to have you. Yes, yeah. Very good.
Close to me, my collaborator Serena. Yes. She can help me with to understand, to translate if necessary. Okay.
Good. Well, we're happy to have you. And I thought today what we could do is you could talk about your Frantoio, a little bit about the history, and maybe a little bit about the new harvest, things like that.
Okay. Thank you. We are a family olive oil producer since the 1958, when my father and my uncle bought an old barn, and they changed it into an oil mill and an historical olive grove close to the mill named Villa Magra. Villa Magra is also the name of one of our prestigious olive oil, and that's the Villa Magra Grand Cru. The Grand Cru is the best production of that groove. It is produced only in numbered bottles, and it is a best selection of only one variety. That variety is Frantoio. Oh. The variety of Frantoio is the most typical and the most diffuse in Tuscany and in our region.
Nice. And it's very delicious, that's for sure.
Thank you. We are in Tuscany. We are in the south of Tuscany, between the country of Grosseto and Siena. We are in the point of meeting of three iconic landscapes of Tuscany. The first is Maremma. Maremma is a new area that became famous because the coast, because the very beautiful sea, because some new DOC about wine is quite wild, less famous than, for example, the Chianti area, but is the new area.
The new Chianti.
Yeah. And we are in front of the Monte Amiata. The Monte Amiata is an ancient volcano. So
ancient what?
Vulcano si dice? Volcan. The mountain is an old volcano.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Volcano?
Vulcano.
Okay.
Vulcano. So all the soil that is around the mountain has a special composition.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yes.
And we are in the final part of the Valdorcia. Valdorcia is a very famous place in Tuscany. This is a picture. This is one famous picture of Valdorcia. Valdorcia is a UNESCO heritage since 2004. Okay. And for National Geographic is the most photographed landscape in the world.
It's so beautiful.
So this is the place where we live and where we produce. I don't know if it's the correct terms, but I say the poorness of our territory. We don't have highway. We don't have industries.
It's pure. It's pure.
Yeah, not much people. Not much people live here. So also the service are not the top If one day I would like to go to the cinema, I have to drive for 40 minutes.
Right.
If I would like to eat a good sushi, I have to drive for more than 40 minutes. Or I make at home, or I have to drive a lot. Just to say.
I've been to that region. I've been to that whole region there, and I've been to your Frantoio too. And it's just beautiful, and there's no pollution. Everything is clean, and it makes a difference. It's nice.
Yeah, and I think this is the real richness of our production, because we live in a clear, beautiful place, not contamination. And if when we produce food, it's better if you are in a sane place where the air doesn't have any kind of problem.
Yeah.
And so on.
Very nice.
My father and my uncle started at the end of the 50th year, and they go on until the 95. 95, my uncle, that was not so young, he would like to stop the business because everything became complicated, and the new rule, the new law. And my father in that year doesn't feel very well. I was studying architecture in Florence, and I decided to come just for a few months to help them, and then I would be back to the university. But in that month, for the first time, I lived the mill every year since I was child. But for the first time in that year, I had more responsibility. And I saw the family business with a different eyes. And also the experience that I had in Florence studying architecture allow me to propose to my father and my uncle why we don't start to bottle the oil. Because until that moment, we press the fruits and we sell in bulk here, only in the mill.
You sold everything in bulk.
My uncle told me,
right.
Yes. A lot of family came to the mill to buy the oil with a family bulk, but nothing special. Right. And I proposed to bottle the oil, and they told me no, because another producer close from us tried few years before. He didn't have success. But I didn't hear about them, and I would like to try anyway.
Right.
So I choose the bottle, I draw the label, and I went for the first time in the fair in Verona. And in Verona, where took place the Vinitaly, the famous fair for wine, and there was a special area for the oil. In that occasion, I present my first oil, the Villa Magra. I present the Villa Magra.
Yes.
And it was the only oil that we produce. And at the end of the fair, I came back with an order for Rome and an order for New York. And my father and my uncle
they're like, wow.
Until that moment, all things that I propose, it doesn't work. It was not possible. But after that moment, when they speak with their friends or other people, they say, the oil go to New York. So
yes, and, you really took your Frantoio to another level.
Yeah. And that was the first experience. That was the first step. And from that date, we start year by year to have more experience, to speak with other producer, try to understand how it could be possible to improve the quality of the production.
Right.
And from the market arrived some consideration about the products. A lot of people said, oh, the Villa Magra is too strong, it's too bitter, it's too spicy. For example, for consumer from Tuscany, it was perfect. From north of Italy, it was too strong. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Interesting.
So we listen this consideration, and year after year we develop new products.
Right.
Today we have more than 13 different labels, 13 different extra virgin. And for example, the oil that you know and that you have, the delicate and the Grand Cru, they are produced with the same variety, with the same olives. In this case, we choose the different ripening degree of the fruit, and we use different technique into the mill to obtain the delicate that have to be sweet, fresh, remind the green grass, remind the green almond smell. And it is perfect for, I don't know, for raw fish, for red shrimp, for white truffle. And
lots of things.
Yeah, and the Grand Cru that is made with the same variety, but with different taste. Little bit more bitter, more spicy, with very long aftertaste for different use. With our experience and listing the consideration that arrived from our customer, we developed different oil. So to give to chef or to gourmet people specific oil. Oil is not a dressing. Oil is an ingredient. Is an ingredient, or is an ingredient that can give more smell and taste to the. And like the wine, the first step is to know the products,
right?
To can decide how to combine with the food.
Yes, because everything, it enhances the flavor of the food, tremendously when you use it. When you, like for this, you would pour it over the food that's already plated, correct? The food that's already cooked.
Yeah. Just a second. Yes, I use raw, but I also love to cook the pasta. And the last minutes of the pasta, I finish in the wok.
Oh.
La padella si chiama? Pot? Ma pot è la pentola, anche la padella? Okay, when you cook the pasta, you cook in the tall pot with water.
Yes.
And finish the last 3-4 minutes. I put out the pasta from water, and I put in a small pot, and finish with sauce that could be, I don't know, fish, mushroom, meat, vegetable, what you like.
Yes.
And I tried the last. I finished the cook in the small pot. In that case, I use the Grand Cru. And it can make the difference.
Yes. Yes.
And oil and the water of the pasta, a small quantity of the water of the pasta. And
a little bit left over, right?
mixed with the oil,
Yeah.
make the cream, make a cream in the
Yes.
pasta, and
Yes.
it can make the difference.
Yes, delicious. Yeah. A little bit of the water with the oil makes it creamy and delicious.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Wonderful. That's great. How is the harvest this year?
Probably it was, I don't know if it is the best of ever, but is one of the best. One of the best.
Can't wait to get it.
Yeah, because the summer was enough dry.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the summer, at the end of August, in September, the temperature was perfect because not so hot, enough rain, and the olives reached the right size, and they was green till the end of November.
Oh.
All the production usually in at the beginning of November, some varieties start to be black.
Right.
And the percentual of black is more than the percentual of green. Yeah, the green percentual was bigger and for a long time. This condition permitted to have a very fresh aroma, complexity, structure, and elegance.
Nice.
The only black point, it was the percentual of oil inside the fruits.
Oh.
That this year was not so high, more or less 2.5 percentual point less than the media of all the year.
Right. So what you said is the oil that you were able to get out of the green olive was a little bit less than usual, but the quality was higher.
Yeah. The quality, I think, is not good to say that is the best because you can't compare with the other.
Right.
But the emotion that I feel when I taste the oil of this year is not easy to remember something of similar.
Wow.
And is that our experience is growing up, technologies are improving, and all these ingredients can allow to say that probably is the best.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
I know that I'm going to be looking. My clients and I are looking forward to tasting it. I know we're going to be getting a shipment in here pretty soon, but it'll be going by the ocean, so it's going to take a long time, but we'll get it.
I would like to give you just a couple of ideas.
Okay.
And everybody can make also at home.
Okay.
A very nice appetizer.
Oh, okay.
That we make with is one shot. Is one shot appetizer.
Okay.
You need a red shrimp.
Red shrimp. Okay.
Okay. You need a red shrimp, and you can have fresh or frost. Important is that is a quality red shrimp, top quality. Okay. When you defrost it, you cut and you make in small cube.
Oh, okay.
And in small cube, you can have, I don't know, 4 or 5 small cube inside a glass.
And are the shrimp cooked?
Pardon?
The shrimp cooked? Cooked?
No.
Raw. Crudo.
Yeah. It's important they are abbattuti, come si dice? When you have fish, You can eat raw
Mm-hmm.
only if you have frost. It's I don't know the right word, but
Okay.
a very low temperature, a very low
So it
temperature.
has to be frozen first.
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, and then you thaw it out, and then you can cut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when you defrost it,
Okay.
you can eat raw in.
Okay. Okay.
And you need 4 drops of soya.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like soy sauce?
Soya sauce. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In the bottom, soya sauce. Then
Okay.
shrimp cube.
Okay.
Then 3 teaspoons of Villa Magra Grand Cru.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And salt, sea
Salt.
salt,
Okay.
and sea salt. 1 shot.
One shot.
Yeah, it's great. I tasted for the
sounds
first
delicious.
time. I tasted for the first time, made by a Michelin star chef from Japan. It is delicious, amazing.
Sounds really good. Thank you for sharing.
And I don't know, do you know the riso acquerello?
Pardon me?
Riso, the rice.
Diesel. Yeah, yes.
Riso acquerello. Acquerello is a special variety of riso.
And that's for the risotto?
Yes, this is for risotto.
Okay, yes.
This riso has a special system to be prepared before to use it. Okay, and for 2 people, for example,
Sure.
each person need more or less 80 grams of rice. So for
Okay.
2 people, you can consider more or less 150 grams.
Okay.
Okay, and you need 3 parts more of water.
Okay.
So 460 grams of water.
Okay.
You put on the fire, and when the water reach 100 Celsius, when the water starts to boil,
Yeah.
you put the rice inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait for 11 minutes. You have to take the time. 11 minutes.
Okay.
After 11 minutes, you turn off the fire.
Okay.
And you put inside the pot
Mm-hmm.
Villa Magra Grand Cru and an old cheese like Parmesan 24 months.
Okay.
And you wait for 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you cover the pot. Okay. After 4 or 5 minutes, remove the cup, mix, and put in the dish.
Ooh. And it's ready.
You can roll a little bit of more oil and some piece of Parmigiano. And it is a very easy dish. Everybody can make it. It's so simple, but the quality of the rice, of the oil, and of the pasta are so clean that can make a top chef dish.
How much Parmesan did you say goes in there? Quanto Parmesan?
I don't know because I never measured about.
Yeah, I know. Just
yes, not so much.
Okay.
You can
just
consider
add it to the water.
Yes, for 2 people, you can consider 2 soup spoon.
Oh, okay. So it's like 2 or 3 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Cool. I wrote that down.
This
It
is
sounds really great.
This is one of my favorite dish. And
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, and it is good if also you arrive late.
And you need a fast meal?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
During the meal, I leave the meal for a long days. My
Yes.
days in the meal are about 16 hours each day.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And I take the lunch at home, but my dinner is at the meal.
At the mill.
Yes, and sometimes I don't have enough time to can sit and eat sitting.
Right.
So my dinner usually is the rice that arrive directly in the pot.
Manja.
Yeah. And at that time, at time of dinner, we are producing usually the best oil of the day.
Oh.
And
Because you usually, don't you mill it the day that you collect it? So they collect it during the day and then you mill it right away?
we start in the morning and we finish late night.
Yeah.
And olives arrives all day long.
All day long.
And when they arrive, we press immediately.
We press. Right.
And,
nice and fresh and perfect.
Yeah. And at time of 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock p.m., when the biggest part of the fruits of the olives arrive to the mill, arrive a lot of olives. So it's not possible to press it all immediately.
Right.
For this reason, we start to work in the morning, and we go to sleep when all the fruits, all the olives are finished.
Are pressed.
Yeah.
Well, and we know that you make a delicious olive oil. I know that you've won a lot of awards. Didn't you? What was the most recent award that you won? Was it like the best?
Oh, we had a lot of awards.
I know, so many.
At the moment, something more than 570 and 70.
Wow.
The last one is this one. The last one is the big glass is for the Flossolet guide. Flossolet guide is the most important guide about extra virgin olive oil coming from all over the world. And we have 14 of this one.
Wow, wonderful.
To have been the blue. We have the blue, 14 of the blue, to have been for 14 times the best olive oil or the best producer, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you. Thank you for sharing all this wonderful information with us. And I know that you're so busy. So I really appreciate you taking the time and talking to us. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. And I hope to can see you again here in Tuscany.
Yes, I did meet you one time when I was there. And I actually met your father as well. And I have a picture of the three of us. I love it. So that's great. Yeah, hopefully I could come and travel again.
I think all the people all over the world are waiting to can come again to a condition of normality, nothing special, only a condition of normality, and to can have again our life in our hand.
Exactly. I know, it's true. Well, I appreciate your time, and please stay safe. And I'm grateful, and I will hopefully see you one day. And thank you. And thank you, Serena, for helping.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. Okay.
Bye-bye. Serena is arriving
Okay.
to say hello.
Oh, good.
Ciao.
Ciao. We can't see you. Say hi. Ciao. Nice to see you. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Ciao, ciao.